Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army. One-man army. The world can go against me. I'm still come on top. I got God on my side. Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. Dedication.
Hello and welcome one and all to the shining streets of Singapore. Can you believe we've been coming here for nearly a decade now? It feels like only yesterday that Felipe Massa was dragging his fuel hose down the pit lane in that eventful opening race, and in a Grand Prix won from pole position more often than not, will we see a new victor crowned today? It's a 3.1 mile lap here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit with 47% taken at full throttle. It's hot, humid and bumpy around the 13 lefts and the 10 rights of mostly slow corners. But we should see speeds of up to 200 miles per hour along the Raffles Boulevard. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Blue lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Alonso, Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas, and Sainz. Vettel, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Leclerc, Magnussen, and Stoffel van Dorn. Ocon, Ricciardo, Marcus Ericsson, and Gasly, Perez, Stroll, Sergei Sirotkin, and Roman Grosjean. Hülkenberg and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
What the heck? There is a lot of grid penalties. I don't know what happened there, but what's up, guys? It's good to see you. Welcome back. This is Formula 1 2018. The countdown has begun, though. Formula 1 2019 has been announced, and we are now just waiting for that to release in just a couple months. We should be finished with this season if we continue doing these races once a week. We should be finished with the season about 2 or 3 weeks ahead of the Formula 1 2019 game release date. Anyways, here under the lights in Singapore, a beautiful city. This is a really cool track. It's another street circuit. We have not had a lot of luck on street circuits this year. We had a really bad race in Monaco. Didn't go so well in what was it, Baku, Bahrain, whatever it's called. So hoping to have a good race here under the lights in Singapore. We are starting on the pole, which is the best position you want to be at this track because it's crazy in the back. It's really hard to pass. The walls are always right there. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. What's up, Mystic Wolfless? Good to see you. Sherry, thank you for joining us today. Graeme Porter, who else do we have? Early, Mystic, is that you? Yeah, I think that's the only guys who got here early. So thank you guys for coming into the stream and watching. Hope you enjoy the race. This will be, as usual, a full race, 100% linked, no driving assist, completely as realistic as I can be in this race. So let's start talking about race strategy. I'm pretty sure we're starting off in the ultra soft tire. It looks like the recommended strategy is the high tire management, which we're gonna have through 2 stops. That's ultra soft, and then these, I think it's no hyper soft and then the ultra soft tire, or we could do a 3 stopper. Yeah, 3 stopper. So I'm just gonna do the other one. Grabpox, good to see you, man. What's going on? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. So 61 laps today in Singapore. We're gonna do a 2 pit stop strategy, and we could probably stretch that first stint a bit longer than that. But yeah, that's it, man. That's how we go. Only thing I am a bit concerned about is if you look at the projected session forecast, it's gonna be clear skies, bit cloudy, but towards the end of the race we may see some showers, some rain. That's gonna make things really freaking interesting. So that's probably going to be somewhere around our last stint. So we'll have to keep an eye out for the weather, because this track is not easy to race in the rain. So anyways, let's get to it. We got a lot of racing to do. How about that? All right.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
Please let me know now while we're doing our warm-up lap if all the sounds are sounding good and looking good, so that I can make adjustments if needed. It's a really fun track to race at. It really is. It's like a lot of really slow, tight corners, but a lot of really fast, high-speed sections like this one right here. I'm gonna warm the brakes up going into this turn. Look at that, brakes all the way up to 1,000 degrees Celsius. Sorry, I don't understand whatever that language is. And I actually, sadly, I missed the race in Bahrain this past weekend. I thought I recorded it, but it didn't record, so I'm gonna have to watch the highlights or find it online somewhere. What's up, Abbas? Good to see you. Sounds good to you? Great, great, great. You may see me doing this from time to time. That's me moving and adjusting my microphone, because as I do all this turning, my mic seems to move left to right. It's either Japanese or Chinese. I don't know what language that is. Good evening, sir. It might not even be Chinese. It might be somebody trolling. Who knows? So the big thing right now is last week we also started on the pole. Had a really tough race. This is our 15th week. We had a really tough race last week at Monza. It was a lot of fun. Definitely check out the video if you missed it. Had a really tight race with Vettel towards the end. It was hard on old tires and all that. It was fun. It was a really fun race. Ended up coming out with the win. So it'd be really cool to win in Singapore from the pole again. The key right now is really going to just be the start, not stalling the start. I've had really bad luck with the starts. So the grid is all mixed up because of a lot of penalties. We got Alonso starting in third, Ricardo's in the back, Vettel's in the back. A lot of these guys are in the back. Let's get ready to go.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Let's go. Wish me luck, guys. 61 laps around Singapore Grand Prix, sponsored by Singapore Airlines. Oh, a lot better than last week. Here we go into turn one. The dreaded turn one in Singapore, side by side with Hamilton. Oh, I got to run on him on the outside, and we're going to clear him. Take it easy, take it easy. The wheels are still not completely up to temperature. Neither are the brakes. I think I shifted too early, a little bit slow down the long stretch. Nice, finally got us a good start. Wow, that was fun though. It's really fun when you can get off the line smoothly. It's a lot of fun. Well, it is a full race, so 61 laps may sound like a lot, but that's how much they do in real life. So taking these first couple laps pretty easy. Just making sure that the car is handling as it should. The tires are up to temperature, the brakes are up to temperature. We don't have any pressure. Hamilton's behind us, but he's not pressuring us for the spot just yet. He will be in a few laps. Gotta be very careful because a small mistake here can end your race. I believe the next race is in Russian Grand Prix for us. I don't know about and I think the real F1. I think the next race may be in China. I'm not 100% sure, but in our season, I think the next race is in Russia.
We're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
I know, don't crash. That's what I'm focused on right now. Like, I'm in the lead. I'm in the lead. I don't want to crash. That's my main thing right now. So there may be some times, guys, where I get a little bit quiet, and that is just because I'm focusing. This is a really technical track, guys, so it's tough to multitask, and I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to bore you, but I also just don't want to talk too much, because that's usually when I start making a lot of mistakes. The team definitely gave us a really fast car, and I've done a lot of practicing leading up to this race. What's up, Jack Hines? Good to see you. The turns can be tricky if you're not paying attention too. So you gotta make sure you're always paying attention to the track and know where you are on the track, where the next turn is. But this track is gorgeous, man. The cool thing, see what I'm saying right there? See what I'm saying? That's what I meant. That's what I meant. I was talking. I was talking and not paying attention. That's exactly what I was talking about. It's okay. We only fell back to 4th and we didn't hit anything, but we did flat spot the tires. It's good to see Alonso up in 3rd place, man. I like that.
Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available.
But now the challenge is going to be passing these guys. Oh, wow. Alright, DRS is enabled now. I'm going to go down to ERS mode 3. Yeah, the turn that we messed up on is actually pretty difficult.
Reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
It's not that difficult when you practice. Wow, what happened to my grip? It's like, thank you for that subscription or whatever that was. Sorry, I can't actually see that screen, but thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Yeah, ever since I locked the tires up, my grip is gone. We still have about, I think, 4 or 5 laps on these tires. But I was saying that tire is pretty difficult, but not tire, that turn is difficult if you haven't practiced. I don't feel that it's difficult anymore because I know exactly where my braking zone is, which is this light post right here. Yeah, I'm losing all my front end grip.
The gap to the leader is 2.3 seconds. Gap to teammate behind is 7.1 seconds.
I'm really surprised my tires are so... Like, you would think because it's nighttime, the track would be like cooler, but like he said in the intro, it's a very hot and humid track. So it does eat up the tires pretty good. Especially these super soft, these hyper soft tires.
Hamilton's out in front.
Yeah, Bottas behind us. Alright, we're catching up. Gotta find a way around Alonso. Oh, no damage, don't worry. Just scraped the wheels a bit. Man, I'll tell you, man, this is why it's so tough. This is why it's so important to be in the lead or be up in front, because it's so tough to pass. And when you finally get the opportunity to pass, it's so easy for them to just block you and put you in the wall. So I got to be careful from here on out with making my passes and where I decide to make them. Might do it right here. Oh, never mind. I thought we were going to get DRS. We didn't get DRS. Yeah, all these guys are AI. I'm going to try it again. DRS is enabled. Side by side with McLaren. He's going to put me in a wall. Maybe not. Whew. I braked hard.
It is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal. Nice move. Good job.
That was a pretty tough pass to make. I didn't know if the tires were going to stick it or not. Alright, 2 more to go. If I could get by these guys before we pit, that'd be amazing. This track is a lot of fun if you can stay out of trouble. Here we go. On the left, no, not so quite. No damage, thank you, Jesus. That's the thing that I've noticed racing here. Like even in practice, when I was doing practice, those really small touches don't really damage the car because you're driving so slow. But you still gotta be careful. You don't want to touch anybody ever in F1. Still pitting in just a few laps. Gotta find a way around Raikkonen. Raikkonen was actually one of the fastest cars in practice, but he doesn't really look like he's trying to pass Hamilton. Like he's kind of just cruising. And the AI will get pretty racy from time to time. Oh, turn. And we're gonna lose that spot to Alonso now. I didn't realize how much these tires were gonna wear.
seconds in first place. In this lap.
Alright, we're pitting this time. Yeah, definitely suffering on these older tires a bit more than I was expecting to. So we'll try to get us a really quick in lap. Hamilton still in first. We'll see who else decides to pit. Not sure what strategy these guys are going to be playing today. Are they going to pit with me, or are they going to pit later? I always get a pretty big run right here. I'm going to see if I take the right side.
Box, box, box.
Good pass. Yeah, I'm just really lacking front grip right now, which is really important in these slow turns. But we're still doing okay. We're still hanging on, even on these older tires. But let's see. I don't think they're pitting. We'll be pitting by ourselves. Gotta watch out. Make sure we don't speed. There we go. All right. Lap 8 out of 61, making our first stop, and we're out of here.
Exit now.
I think that should be the the Ultrasoft or whatever that is. Are we on a Hypersoft again? What tire are we on?
Okay, 2 stops left now. 2 stops.
Uh-oh, did I pick the 3-stop strategy? Oh no. I think I did. I think I might have picked on accident, picked the wrong strategy. I hope not. If that's the case, then we need to run some fast laps. Let's go. I'll tell you what turn I personally struggle with the most on this track. I don't know if it looks hard, but it is choreography, in my opinion. Let me show you here. It's this one right here, this section right here. All the way to right here. That section right there is, in my opinion, the toughest corner for me. It's like so many places for you to screw up, and if you do, you screw up that whole section. Oh my! I'm so pissed right now. He just pitted. Oh my god. Oh man.
Understood. Copy that.
Can't believe I spun out. And at this track, you definitely need that front wing, so I can't go without it. I just came out of freaking nowhere, man. Cold tires is what that was, honestly, guys. I'm so upset. That's gonna hurt us pretty badly, but it's early in the race. We can still get a decent position, so we'll see what happens. What's up, Nicholas? Good to see you. As long as we don't go a lap down, which we could.
Go now.
All right. All right, here we go. All right, we're way back now. I'm not sure what the gap is, but we're just gonna drive our heart out now. I really hate that it came like this, man. Started in the pole. Alright, we gotta make something out of this race now. I'm not sure how our strategy changes from here. If I could, I would switch to like the medium tire or whatever it is I can make it to the end of the race with, but they didn't. That's not what they gave us. They gave us the hyper soft tire again, which means we're gonna have to pit again.
Daniel's in for his stop.
What's up, Nicholas? Good to see you, man. Yeah, we are in last place. We were gonna be okay earlier. I mean, we pitted. We were in 18th when we came out, but that's because everybody else hadn't pit yet. But now we're off sequence with the rest of the crowd. This is those races that you really wish you could just hit restart. We've dug ourselves into a hole again.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
And it's gonna rain. So time to run some qualifying laps.
The car ahead of you is just... Ericsson ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 38.6 seconds. They're on fresh hypersofts. We think they've got at least 3 more stops.
So next car is 38 seconds ahead. Like, I really want to hit restart because we're gonna be driving by ourselves for a very long time. What do you guys think? Should we start over from the beginning? We've only done 10 laps.
Gap to car in front is 16.5 seconds.
Yeah, if I get one more person say yeah to starting over, I'm down. I mean, it still counts as a full race as long as I go from start to finish without rewinding, but yeah, because to be honest with you, like, I mean, I don't mind driving by myself, but it's gonna be kind of boring of a stream to be driving from the back for 20 laps. So yeah, we're gonna hit restart. Sorry about that, guys. Let's try this again. Take 2. Holding down the clutch on the grid and the pole. Hamilton got a way better start than me this time around. Off the track a little bit, not as clean of a start as our first attempt. Falling back to 4th place behind Raikkonen. And we take that spot back. Right behind Alonso in front of Raikkonen. Whew. I gotta watch that The back end can get a little bit light from time to time. My setup, I feel like, is pretty decent. That allows me to get on the throttle pretty good. But as the tires wear down and on certain corners, the back end will get a little light and squirrely. Look at that, though. We got Alonso in second. That's what I like to see. Again, this is based off of the F1 2018 season, not the 2019 season. So, you know, Alonso is no longer racing in Formula One. A long race. I'm gonna try to take it easy and try to focus. We have Raikkonen all on our tail wing. We may get some rain later in the race. We need to be prepared for that, and I would like to be as high of a position as possible before the weather comes in. Sherry, to answer your question, would I be a pilot or a racer? I would actually choose to be a pilot. Woo! Nice save. But I love cars. I think I would more like to do racing for the fun of it rather than as to compete. Well, I say that, but I'm very competitive. But like I wouldn't be a professional, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Woo-hoo-hoo. Overdrove that a little bit. I think they broke a brake a little bit earlier than I was expecting them to. Alright, looking real sloppy right now. Let's clean it up. You heard the tires screech just a little bit. I think I might make an adjustment to the wing next time we pit in and get me a little bit more front end downforce.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
I'm definitely more happy though with this race start than in past weeks where I would stall the car out. I think I figured it out. I think what I was doing before was I was holding the clutch in first gear instead of in neutral. Yeah, the reason I would be a pilot over a race car driver is because it's always been my dream to be a pilot. I mean, I've had a dream to race cars too, but I'm more interested in becoming a pilot rather than a race car driver. But I love both. You better go for it, Alonso. Go for the lead, buddy. Go for the lead, man. I want to see Alonso on the podium today. What's up, Ethan? Good to see you, man. Alright, let's bring our ERS down to 2. Start saving some energy. I like how whenever I start thinking about it, they remind me. Yeah, McLaren has a pretty fast car, which is good. It sucks. A lot of people got penalties who are starting in the back, like Ricardo, Vettel. Not sure what was the problem. They might have changed the gearbox or something. Who knows? Hamilton up front. Just gotta find a way around Alonso. Got a little bit loose right there. What's up, Tryme? Good to see you, man. Got some pretty close racing going on right now. If he's gonna let me. Just gotta be really smart in when we decide to make our move. Because it's really tough to pass and just gotta wait for our opportunity. It's not the end of the world if we don't get by, because the pits.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on that like the softs.
The pit window might change some things. There we go. Got to run on him on the left. So we got DRS, but he also has DRS on Hamilton. So right now we have 4 cars kind of broken away from the main group. We have Hamilton up front, Alonso, me,
The energy store is getting worn,
and
reducing
then
our overall capacity. The more charge you
Raikkonen is behind us.
that capacity will drop.
Woohoo! That was actually a pretty tough pass to make. I am surprised we didn't touch.
Great pass.
Good pass, man. We'll be pitting in a couple laps. We're in second. Priority number 1 is don't wreck. Don't hit anybody. That's why you see me being really cautious when I'm behind these guys. And another clean pass around Hamilton for the lead. Whew, that was nice. It was actually harder to pass Alonso than it was to pass Hamilton.
Engines showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Back up in the lead, exactly where I wanted to be. And now it's just gonna come down to not making any mistakes and staying focused.
Box, box. We're coming in this lap.
Make sure I don't overdrive the car. I'll say this is definitely easier than Monaco by a lot. The biggest difference of this and like Monaco, for example, is they're both street circuits, but Monaco is a lot tighter. Like over here you can fit like 3 cars. 3 cars side by side. Like look how wide these streets are. But at Monaco it's a lot tighter.
Box this lap, please.
Alright, we're boxing this lap. Eesh. It's so hard to get in there.
1.5 seconds.
Alright, pitting all by ourselves out of first place. We'll be switching to the hyper soft tire again. Clutch down and release.
Go, go, go.
What's up, Sauce King? Good to see you, man. We haven't missed much. We actually had to start over.
You have 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining in the strategy.
Man, pit entry and pit exit are pretty difficult here. It's just the turns are so tight, man. I came back out in P15, but let's be careful because the tires are going to be slick. The tires are still cold, so I can't drive it as hard as I was doing just now. I gotta wait for the tires to warm up. You see what I mean? Let's take it easy on this lap because it was this lap, our lap when we came out of the pits when we spun out last time. Are you guys flirting in my chat? I was kidding. There's no rule against flirting. I'm just saying. Alright, we do have some of the leaders in the pit. Let's see if we can come out ahead of them. And it looks like we will. I think that's not the leaders. I think that's Vettel and someone else. Yeah, Vettel and Bottas were in the pits. So they're not leaders. What's up, Hayden? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. The brakes are nice and hot, but not too hot. I'm gonna turn my ERS down because we're kind of losing some charge. We are in 12th behind Pierre Gasly, but he hasn't pitted yet.
The gap to the car behind is 10.7 seconds.
So I'm feeling I'm seeing a lot of different strategy plays here, and I think that it's gonna get pretty spread out. And we'll see whose strategy ends up winning this race.
Daniel's in the pits.
Yeah, Ricardo's in the pit. As well as Perez. That was our fastest lap of the race. Here's Hamilton. And we should take the lead back from Hamilton once everything pans out. So they pitted about 3 laps later than we did. Hoping that our engine doesn't give us any problems today. It's starting to wear out. Oh, you're all good, Sauce King. So I think Hamilton is on the ultra soft tire, even though we're still on the hyper soft, which means that he's going to be staying out for longer than we are in this stint, most likely. Depending on how I can make these tires last. So I think that's kind of my goal, is to make these tires last a bit longer. So like high tire management is what kind of I'm working on. Getting slowed down by Gasly though. He hasn't pit yet. He's on older tires.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Alright, finally got by him. Rain in 10 minutes, guys. How is that going to mix things up? How much rain are we going to get? Yeah, I kind of figured that, Sherry. It happens pretty often, so I was kind of expecting that. You were using your mom account. Alright, switching back to ERS 3, now that we have some charge. Yeah, right? It's 2019. Never assume that somebody's a male or female online. No matter what the name says or their character is. Alright, let me pay attention. So when your mom comes on YouTube, all she sees is soap and blue games.
Our gap to first place pace is 9.0 seconds.
So Van Dorn is in the lead, another McLaren driver. He has yet to pit as well. Not sure where. I think Alonso's behind us. Yeah, he's behind us, behind Raikkonen and Hamilton. We have Van Dorn up ahead of us who hasn't pit yet. What's up, Raven? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. This turn is so difficult to nail the braking zone and turning and all that at the same time. Our speeds, our pace is really good right now. That was the fastest sector 2 of the race so far. We'll keep an eye on our tire wear. Shoot, I did it again.
The gap. 7 seconds.
Yeah, that corner is pretty tricky. It just takes a little bit of a mess up on the braking zone for you to go wide, and that's exactly what happened there. I just braked probably 10 feet too late.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.5 seconds. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, copy that.
Alright, let's get back in the mix of things. We're gonna have to really limit those mistakes we make today, because that was a minor one, but if we were to do that at the wrong place, wrong time, wrong set of tires, we could have been in the wall easily, and if we hit the wall, that's pretty much our chances of winning the race. Yeah, I hit that turn completely wrong. That's why I'm so slow. So get back in the mix. Gotta be really careful. Some of these braking zones are like on the curve, and it's really easy to just slide into that turn. Like if you're running a fast lap, you're never more than a foot away from a wall. Alright, let's catch up. That was a good sector 3. So currently in 5th place. Again, the leader still has not pitted yet. It's Van Dorn of McLaren. Alonso's teammate. So McLaren is looking really good this race as far as points wise. They have 2 cars in the top 5. Not sure where my teammate is.
Caution.
Uh-oh, caution up ahead. Looks like it's Toro Rosso. Not sure what happened to him.
Okay, clear.
Alright, we're back. So I think today's oh, whoa!
The safety car has been deployed. Watch your pack. A new strategy is available on the MFT. Got that confirmed?
Alright, so they had another idea for a new strategy, but I'm kind of waiting for this rain. They said the rain was coming in 10 minutes. That was probably 5 to 8 minutes ago. If we're gonna get rain, I want to wait until the rain comes and then pit in for the inters, the intermediate tire. But if we have a full course caution, safety car is actually on the track, so we're catching up to the safety car now. Behind Alonso. That's a big break for Van Dorn, because Van Dorn was in the lead, had not pitted yet up in front, up in first place, and the safety car came out, which may allow him to go into the pits and get some new tires if he needs them. What's up, Captain Sign? Good to see you, man. So wow, but this is Singapore. Every year you can expect a safety car. So I was expecting to get a safety car for sure. I would like to get some new tires, honestly. But again, I want to wait until that rain comes. I want to try to make these tires last, keep this track position until the rain comes, so that we can go in and get. Let's also not forget to lower our mixture to lean, so we can save some fuel during the safety car. Mercedes is leading the pack in the safety car. I am on the hyper soft tire right now. I believe Hamilton up there is in the ultra soft. I don't know what tire Alonso's on. Yeah, Alonso's on the hyper soft also. Carlos Sainz, who's behind us in the 5th, he's on the ultra soft tire. Look how cold the tires are getting now.
We may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
Whoa, 15? He said 10 minutes a while back. This dude is not giving me a legit forecast. So this is one of those tracks where track position is probably more important than like even tires. We're in 4th right now. If we were to have pit, we would be pretty far back and in traffic. Our tires are, let's see, we pitted on lap 7, so about 9 laps old. So we're kind of due. We're due for some new tires. And he's saying 15 minutes now. Let's take a look at what our current strategy is. Let's see, I do want to get a little bit more downforce. We go downforce to 9. Pit windows lap 17 to 25, so we're actually almost in our pit window. So I should have pitted, actually, now that I think about it. I should have just pitted. If we pit now, we'll come back out in 19th, and I'm pretty sure the safety car's be going in this time. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. This would have been a really good opportunity to get some new tires. But it's really tough whenever that little thing pops up asking if you want to change your strategy. Usually I'm not in a comfortable position in the car or in the track to read what it says down there. So looking at our tires, we're 10% in the front, 15 in the back. Nobody up front has new tires. Everybody's tires are at least 5 laps old. I think Hamilton has the newest of all of us. Actually, I think both of their tires, they pitted about 3 to 5 laps after I pitted, so their tires are a little bit newer than the mine's. I'm just gonna have to be careful, especially on these first laps. I'm really surprised the safety car is still out. We're gonna drive right into our pit window under caution. But yeah, man, super hyped, guys, about Formula 1 2019, the game. Who else is excited? Who's hype about it? I am, for sure. If we continue at this, like, as scheduled, we should finish this season maybe 2 to 3 weeks before Formula 1 2019 is released. We're on we're on race 15. I'm not sure how many total races are in the Formula 1 season, but I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty sure we'll probably do something like the same thing next year, or not next year, in the next game, in the 2019 version, because the career mode has always been my favorite thing to do on the Formula 1 games. I like multiplayer. I'll probably do some multiplayer as well. Maybe we can stream that. If it's good, we'll see. But career mode is definitely my favorite thing to do on the Formula 1, in the Formula 1 franchise. And every year they add some things to it. In the release video, they showed a silhouette of a Formula 2 car. So a lot of people are thinking that there's going to be some type of progression system where you can start off as maybe like a Formula 2 driver who's trying to break his way into Formula 1. And I'm thinking that may be exactly what happened.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Now here we go. Safety car is going in.
Up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the first safety car line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Wow, our tires are cold. Look how cold our tires are right now.
Pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit will be penalized if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
We're supposed to pit in this lap. Should we pit? Let's see. Weather.
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful. Dry
Right.
seem like the fastest tire at the moment.
I'm gonna stay out until it rains on these tires. We're gonna stretch it. Wow, why are we going so slow? Again, I gotta be careful here. Alright, here we go. Green flag is out.
Fuel is looking really good.
Oh, Van Dorn locked it up in the turn 1 and lost the lead. He does have the oldest tires, by the way. He has not pitted at all this race. His tires are 18 laps old. So he's going to be pretty slow. But he may be on the same strategy as we are right now, trying to stay out until the rain falls. That'll save him, though, for sure. If he pits... Because I don't really know how much rain we're going to get. Is it going to pour down? Is it going to be just a little bit for a few laps? Are we going to need to switch to the intermediate tires? Are we going to need to go to the wet tire? We have Carlos Sainz behind us on new tires. Or newish tires. Switching to standard fuel mixture. Hamilton's pulling away. Van Dorn slowing Alonso down. Now Hamilton has a nice gap for the lead. Hamilton also has newer tires than we do. And he's on the ultra soft, which is going to last longer. than ours. And our tires are still not quite up to temperature just yet.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Switch to overtake and have a go. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
So be really careful on exit. Overtake mode.
Okay, we're not seeing any issues with tyre wear right now. You should have good grip.
Wow, look at that gap that Hamilton has now because of Van Dorn.
Hamilton has the lead.
We gotta find a way around these guys because Alonso's not really gonna be aggressive, I don't think, with his teammate.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
And Hamilton is driving away. Here we go, move on the right. Can I make it stick? Yes. And it's a clean pass. No DRS. Can I get the right side? Come on, bro. I still don't like you, Van Dorn. You made me upset when we were teammates.
Mindful of the conditions. The track is getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now, though. It'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early.
Alright, rain is coming, guys. That's gonna be pretty intense. Rain at night on a street course, that's gonna be a sight to see right there. What's up, Earth Destroyer? Welcome to the stream. I still have to be patient somewhat because the tires are old and I don't want to spin out. What's up, Neath? What's up, bro? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here's our opportunity. DRS. He's blocking.
6.4 seconds.
Wow, and Hamilton has a 6-second gap.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
What's up, Woodrow? Or I should say Lance. That's great, man. It's good to see the channel growing. Keep at it, bro. Just takes a lot of consistency to get a YouTube channel going from nothing. It's like some people.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track is ready for intermediates yet.
I don't think, unless like you're already famous or well established before you make a YouTube channel, you gotta start from scratch. With not a single sub, nobody's watching, nobody's looking for you. That's the hardest part. Alright, we're in second place though. Hamilton's up ahead of us by
Ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 6.5
6
seconds.
seconds.
Falling back
Jeez.
by around 1.2 seconds a lap. They're on fresh ultra softs. Their tyres are 11 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 51.0.
So he's running some pretty quick laps. My bad, Woodrow. I can't call you by your real name. No taking. Yeah, these tires are going away from us quick.
We're leading our teammate by 5.1 seconds.
So what's weird is it's supposed to be raining already, but I don't see anything on my screen.
You're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
So I don't know
Seem like the best tire for now.
where it's raining at. Whew, these tires are getting difficult too. Okay, now I see water. It's definitely raining now. I'm getting some rain in my visor. Start braking early. I'm gonna fill in the wet track, the damp track. Ooh, yep. It's definitely getting wet out here. This is the most
The
dangerous.
tyre situation is pretty touch and go right now. We think the slicks may still be quicker, but it's very close, and you're going to struggle to keep them in the temperature window. The inters are ready when you need them. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
I'm pitting in for the inners.
Confirmed.
Turn! Sheesh.
Okay. Hawkins. Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Well, great. Hamilton is in the pits, by the way. And so is everybody else. Only issue is that now we have to fix a wing and not just... Oh, did I speed? I don't think so. Oh, man. This is gonna be tough.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
Alright, everybody's in the pits now for the intermediate tire. About to get hard, about to be racing in the rain in Singapore. Jeez.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
I didn't do much practice, honestly, in the rain. And we had the first practice session was in the daytime. Oof. Second practice was in the evening. Third practice was at night, and there was actually a little bit of rain, but I didn't do many laps in it. And we came back out in P7. We did have to fix the wing, so that made us have a little bit longer of a pit stop. And this track is driven completely different, guys, in rain. It won't be raining for the whole race, only for a little while. So I gotta adjust quick. There's Magnussen up ahead of us. And I'll take a Ferrari ahead of him. Just gotta be really touchy with the throttle. I can't give it too much throttle or the car will spin out on me. I did add a little bit downforce on that last pit stop, but it might not be enough. when it's raining like this, you want to have a whole lot more downforce to keep that car on the ground. Alright, teammate is in the pits. So it seems that not everyone pitted.
Daniel's in for his stop.
Yeah, so one thing that's pretty cool, I follow a lot of Formula One drivers, and I follow like the official Formula One Instagram and all that. And one of the things they do for training is what's it called? Reaction practice, like having a quick reaction time. A lot of the things that they practice is just making sure they can have a quick reaction time. So when you do have an issue like what I just did just now, where you're about to spin out or your car snaps loose, you have the reaction time to catch it, make the correct wheel adjustment, and keep that car from hitting the wall or somebody else. Alright, so we're up to 4th place now, so we didn't drop as far back as I thought we would have. DRS is actually disabled because of the rain. Locked it up right there. I got a break earlier. Now that it's raining. See how much slower they're hitting these turns right here. Alright, rain's coming down a bit harder now. Need to get around Magnussen. Without hitting him.
Okay, some information on Van Dorn. They seem to have an issue.
Like, the pace feels so slow right now compared to what it was earlier. I think our teammate is right behind us. A nice comeback. He started way in the back, now he's in 5th. Hopefully he gives us some space, unlike he did a few weeks ago.
We've got plenty of energy. Switch to overtake and have a go.
Wait, why are we minus 2 laps right now? No. You hear that? Every time I try to get on the throttle, man, it just can't. We have caught up to 3rd, which is Van Dorn, but they said Van Dorn's having some kind of mechanical issue, so he's going to be slow. Hopefully he doesn't hold us up again like he did earlier when we were behind Hamilton.
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tyres. Okay, we're low on fuel. Try shifting up the gears a little sooner. This should help us save some fuel.
Yeah, he's definitely slowing. Oh, jeez. I barely caught that before I hit the wall. Yeah, he's slowing us down. We got to get around him because he is starting a traffic jam. We have people catching up behind us. He needs to get off of the freaking track. That's what he needs to do. Oh my God, Van Dorn, get it out of the way. Wow.
yet to start thinking about slicks, let's hold on to the inters for a while longer.
Alright, rain is moving out. Oh, jeez. And we're losing positions.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is not a good time for me to be looking at the strategy. Alright, DRS is now enabled again. I guess the rain has moved out enough.
Copy.
And Van Dorn is slowing us down badly. Still a lot of race left. We're not even halfway. I need to get the heck around them though. Oh my god, Van Dorn. I'm pitting now. I'm pitting now.
Daniel's in the pits.
What? My teammate's in the pit? Oh no. Alright, please get out before I get there. Move! Oh my god. That was horrible, guys. If I had known that Ricardo was pitting earlier, I would have stayed out another lap. Alright. We're on the soft tire again.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Coming out in P11 behind Vettel. A lot to gain here. We lost a lot during the rain. Not only were we struggling to drive in the rain, but we got stuck behind a disabled car, or a car that was breaking down, Van Dorn, by the way. Multiple times, actually. Oh, wow. Okay. What a save that was. It's still a little bit slick, plus the tires are cold, so we gotta... I can't just punch it just yet. Track is still drying off. This time we were on the ultra soft tire.
Trailing our teammate by 11.4
wow,
seconds. Our gap
11 seconds.
1.7 seconds. Brilliant. Nice move.
This race has changed so much. It's rain, we got a safety car. So this has been mixed up a bunch. There's stupid Van Dorn ahead of us again. Alright, oh, chill out. Our ex-teammate who's been holding us up this entire race.
soft.
I don't really understand this fuel calculation. It keeps going up and down. Alright, Van Dorn, you're not holding me up this time, buddy. You gotta get out the way. DRS, and gonna beat him into turn 1. Nice pass. Alright, that's 9th place. Next up is Vettel. Alright, ERS down to high.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.5 seconds.
Alright, now we just need to do some grinding and get back up there. Still have a lot of race left. So it's too early to give up. We're just gonna have some really consistent turns. The car behind us is on a newer and grippier tire, but I'm not letting them by. The track feels pretty dry right now. Hamilton with the new fastest lap, 148.17. Hamilton's long freaking gone. Like, when we got stuck behind Van Dorn twice, he's probably like double digits out. Raikkonen now at the fastest lap. I wonder if they just pitted. Wow, Ricciardo with the fastest lap now. Alonso is all on me right now. We are lacking ERS.
Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
I promise you, every time I mention it, crew chief is like, "Hey, save some ERS, bruh." You can tell people are posting really fast times now because the track is completely dry. What's up, Gabri? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Army BTS, welcome to the stream. And there's somebody else who was here that I missed.
Gap to car in front is 4.2 seconds.
Raikkonen, these guys are going fast now. Ricciardo with another fastest lap, 147. Of course they want to turn fast laps now that I'm way back here.
The distance to the leader is 47.8 seconds.
Whoa, Alonso, what was your problem there? Just gonna dive bomb me to turn 1? What the heck? So we're about 2 seconds off, about a second and a half off the pace. So we gotta figure something out. Find out where I'm losing that time. It's not in turn 1. We're pretty quick in in sector 1. So let's focus here because we gotta catch these guys, but they're running faster than ever. Just about halfway.
Okay, gap ahead is 4.5 seconds. Position. Bottas is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 4.5 seconds. They're on fresh hypersofts. Alonso behind. The gap to the car behind is 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh hypersofts. The gap to the leader is 48.1 seconds. Pit window opens in 12 laps time. 12 laps, 30 laps till the end now. Some information on Sirotkin. They're retiring from the race.
Yeah, Hamilton got a major lead right now. He's 48 seconds ahead of us. That's like a whole half a lap right there or more. So the rain plus Van Dorn having mechanical issues and holding back everyone gave him a huge advantage. The gap ahead of us is around 4 to 5 seconds. 4 to 5 seconds. We have Alonso breathing down our neck. It seems like all these guys around us are on the hyper soft tire, and that's why you're seeing them run such fast lap times. We're on the ultra soft tire, which is a little bit slower of a tire. Hyper soft tire is the tire that has the most grip at this track, but they don't last as long. So we'll see. We may actually get.
Okay, clear.
May actually gain some time on them when they decide to pit, and also right before they pit, when their tires get old and worn, they're gonna slow down quite a bit. But we'll see how it pans out to the end of the race. You can see we're already catching up to them. So like their tires may be faster in the beginning of the run, but my tires will be faster in the long run. Again, depending on how long they decide to stay out on these tires. Almost cut the track. Pushing it pretty hard. Looks like Leclerc is up in 7th. And he may be slowing down Bottas. That was a pretty... Ooh, bro, we were so close to hitting that wall. I have been using every inch of this track. Yeah, so Bottas is definitely getting held up by Leclerc. We need to watch out for that. We don't want to be held up by him also. Oh, locked it up. Looks like Leclerc locked it up. If I can get by him right here, making a move on the Bottas on the left side. He's pushing me out. Couldn't quite make the pass. Side by side, they're touching. You don't want to be side by side right here. Yeah, that's gonna slow him down. Got a good race between Leclerc, future Ferrari driver. Uh-oh, here comes Alonso. Wants to have some fun too. Now we got a four-way battle for 7th. These guys are getting greedy. I don't feel comfortable being in this battle right now. They're driving extremely aggressive, and I'm trying to finish this race. And in the meantime, we have Vettel up ahead, who's driving away from this whole group, because we're definitely faster than Leclerc. He's just holding us up. And Bottas, it's just so hard to pass here that Bottas just can't get by him. And it's costing us a lot of time, because we're not trying to fight for 7th. We're trying to fight to get back on the podium. Leclerc finally goes into the pit, gets new tires. And that's going to open the door up for Bottas to go a bit faster.
Our gap to first place is 50.5 seconds.
Yep, now we lost 5 seconds on a leader because of that.
The gap behind us is 7.5 seconds.
So what I need now is another safety car.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
He always asks at the worst time.
Copy that.
So it looks like the change was to try to make it the rest of the way on this set of tires. The current plan was a 4th stop, and changing it would be a 3 stop, which means we are done. Yep, Bottas is pitting in now.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound.
Yep, so we'll see how that goes. That's our plan. I'm kind of thinking of just pitting in and getting new tires though. We're pretty far back. I may be switching to the ultra soft again. Actually, we're doing really good on this set of tires. So I don't know, I guess he believes that we can make it to the end. So we'll try. It's not gonna be easy. But part of making it to the end of this race is going to be taking care of our tires. That's going to be about 30-ish laps on this set, man. That's going to be tough. Looks like Vettel's in the pit. You can tell that Alonso's definitely faster than Carlos Sainz, so he might be holding us up. Alright, we gotta get by him. Eee, no damage, thank you. Oh, we hit him, but no damage. Man, I was gonna be upset. That was our one chance. We don't get no more chances. Alright, we're still in DRS.
Get past him. Gap to teammate ahead is 25.4 seconds.
That was not a clean pass. I locked it up pretty badly just now. Alright, he's looking to pass us on the left. Oh. All that for nothing.
Okay, there's a fair amount of wear to the engine now. Just be aware, we're keeping an eye on it.
I'm starting to think we should pit. That's one of the things you want to do if you're stuck behind another car like that, is go ahead and pit so that you can come out away from them and make up some time. But because we're trying to do this no more stop strategy, it's not really an option unless we change our mind and pit. But we're in P7. If we were to pit now, we would come out in maybe P8. And there'd be a pretty big gap between us and these guys ahead of us. Alright, he's pitting finally. Alonso's gonna need to pit too, eventually. Holding on to her. All right, Magnussen is next. That'll be 4th place. Oh, we probably drove the car way too hard just now. It's supposed to be in tire management mode right now. And I've been in racing mode. It's not an actual mode you set the car to, just something I just been racing really hard to pass him. Alright, so the gap ahead.
Magnussen ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 3.2 seconds. You're gaining by a full second per lap. Good job. They're on old Ultra Softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got... The last lap was a 1:49.7.
That looks like Alonso is pitting behind us, so that pressure is going to be gone. The car ahead should be pitting again too.
Hamilton's out in front.
I know. Oh man. This is not an easy race. Especially with all the tire wear and all of that, the handling issues I've been having. So I'm a little concerned about going 20 more laps on these tires. See how we doing on fuel? We're good. Whew. Slid through there a little bit. Slid through there a little bit. Tire management, tire management. Welcome back.
Magnussen is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 3.5 seconds. You're closing by 0.4 per lap. They're on old Ultra Softs. Their tyres are 14 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:49.6.
So I'm curious of what features they're going to bring to Formula 1 2019. We know there's possibly going to be another series included, the Formula 2 series maybe included. But I'm curious of like what other type of features they're going to be adding to the game modes, to career mode, to, you know, in the race, all that kind of stuff. Hey, I'm going until we finish this race. But yeah, I'm wondering, I'm looking forward to their next, the information they put out next. We are catching Magnussen slowly. He's on old tires as well. One thing to kind of look out for is the gap behind, which I believe is Vettel, who is on fresh ultra soft tires.
Okay, the gap behind is 8.2 seconds.
Thank you. I think he hears me. I really think he hears me whenever I say something. I think he's like, oh, you want to know what the gap behind is? All right. Yeah, every lap is getting more and more difficult.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.1 seconds.
Oh, and Vettel's setting fast laps too. I believe our teammate is still ahead of us. I think so. One of the mini challenges for the end of this race is gonna be 1, tire management, 2, focus. One thing that's always tough for me is that at this stage of the race, when it gets toward the end of the race, it's really, I start losing focus. Not like getting uninterested, but just like I'm doing these turns so many times that like my mind wants to go on autopilot mode. I don't know if you've ever felt that way. If you drive in real life, like if you're driving home, you've done that drive like hundreds of times possibly, and your mind just goes on autopilot mode. You just, you know, don't even know how you got to. You're like, oh, I'm home. That's faster than I thought, because your mind just kind of wanders and goes somewhere else. But it happens to me personally a lot when it comes to road course racing. Because I'm hitting the same turns so many times, I have to consciously make myself focus on my braking zones, on where I am, on my apexes, because I start making a lot of mistakes late in the race. That's because I'm losing just a lack of focus, that's all. Yeah, he's catching us big time. Vettel is. We're catching Magnussen too, but pretty sure Vettel's gonna catch us before this race is over with. 20 laps to go. And we're about 2 seconds off the pace.
Our gap behind is 4.1 seconds.
Yeah, he's freaking caught us by 4 seconds in 1 lap. No, it was like 2 seconds. He's catching us about 2 seconds a lap.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.8 seconds.
The car feels good though. I mean, I'm really not pushing it too much, which is a smart thing to do. It looks like Magnussen is also on the ultra soft tire, so he's going more of like a longer run. But he'll be pitting pretty soon too. Alright, teammate is in the pits. Can we catch up to him before he gets out? And when we do catch him, if we catch him, he's going to be faster than us because he's probably on the ultra soft tire. He was pretty far up ahead of us. I'm gonna be honest with you, our teammate kind of screwed us over on that pit stop. I don't know if we're gonna catch him. He was pretty far ahead. Alright, DRS. Yeah, we're not gonna get him. Ricardo, our teammate, is in third. Just made a pass on Magnussen for fourth. Vettel is behind him on fresh tires. Ricardo's on ultra soft tire. If we were to pit, or like if we had pitted, if we were on the same sequence as they were, we could possibly.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Like, that is how you're supposed to hit that turn sequence. Ooh, it is crazy. It's like a roller coaster going through there. I can't imagine doing that in a real F1, taking the G's from left to right, left to right. So right now my prediction is we may finish in 5th, which is not a horrible finish. It's just not a win. Which is what I wanted to get today. Or a podium.
The gap to the car ahead is 7.8 seconds.
Alright, so Ricardo is 7 seconds ahead of us. Vettel's closing in from behind. I have to admit, I feel like we're doing pretty decent on this old set of tires. So the question is going to be for me is how long can I hold off Vettel once he catches us? If he catches us. He slowed down a lot actually. He was catching us big time a while back there, but now that he's back there by Magnussen, he slowed down a lot. Ooh, overdrove that. That was driver error right there. My arms are gonna be getting retired when I get done with this race. All this turning and braking and turning and braking. All right, here comes Vettel. If he gets us in a DRS zone, there's really gonna be nothing we can do to block him. Except take away the line. That's about it. All right, here he comes. Or not. And once again, racing with Ferrari. How last week's race ended. Towards the end, had to fight Ferrari for the win. I can't remember if it was Vettel or Raikkonen. He is all over us right now, though. So that double arrow on the bottom of the screen means he's right behind us. When it turns red, that means he's on the side of us. So that's how I know. I can't see him in the mirror because the mirrors are too wide. Just can't let him intimidate us and make us make mistakes. I feel like this whole lap I've been making mistakes, so it's kind of not my fastest lap. I'll tell you one person I don't see anywhere near us, and that is Alonso. Or Van Dorn.
Gap to car in front is 12.6 seconds.
And the car in front is our teammate Ricardo, who is also our rival. So he's probably gonna beat us today, unless we get a late safety car. This is probably the order we're gonna finish in, and if I can hold off Vettel. So I'm hoping for a safety car, but the chances we're gonna get 2 of them in one race. I mean, it is Singapore though. Alright, he's be looking to pass us here. I'm blocking. We do have a car up ahead of us, so that's a back marker. Alright, he's be looking to pass again right here. I'm blocking. And defended. There's only really 2 good spots to pass, and it's in the DRS zones. Unless your car is that much faster than the guy ahead of you. You can make it happen somewhere else too, like we did earlier, but I'm being pretty defensive right now because I don't want to be any farther back than what we already are. So making Vettel's life not very good. I'm just hoping he doesn't spin us out or something stupid. Abusing these curbs. All right. Wow, we were actually really fast in that last sector there. He's a little bit too far back to make a move on us right now, so not worried about it. Oh, but we kind of braked a little too late. Locked it up just a little bit. As these tires get old, as I keep saying, it just gets harder and harder to drive. And we're trying to be competitive with a guy on fresh tires behind us, trying to block him. And that car ahead of us again, that is a lap car. Again, that focus is starting to get to me where I'm missing my braking zone. Gotta focus. Thankfully, the places that I missed my braking zone, there was a little extra track to adjust, but it's not always gonna be like that. I really can't imagine doing this in a real car. Like, so tiring.
Okay, gap ahead is 12.3 seconds.
Alright, he's back there in traffic now. Not anymore. 50 what? Oh, lap 50. Yeah, almost done. It's a little bit longer. We can do it. We can do it. Or I guess I should say I can do it. There's just so many turns to memorize, braking zones, what gear to be in. Yeah, we're really quick in that last sector. I just need to make sector 1 and sector 2 faster. And that was a fast sector 1. Not the fastest, but fast. Still have 10 laps to go. I don't want to push it too hard because I don't want to wreck.
Hamilton's just made a move for first.
A move? Why was he not in the lead before?
You're in 4th position. Daniel is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 11.9 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Vettel is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 1.2 seconds. They're on old ultra softs. Okay, gap to leader 12.2 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tires.
Wait, how was the leader only 12 seconds ahead? What happened? And yes, I am using pedals. This would not be possible without it. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but I wouldn't get a wheel without pedals. I don't know how you drive with a wheel and no pedals. If you get a wheel, pedals come with it. Oh, a little wide there. We're doing a decent job of holding off Vettel. I just got to keep putting consistent laps down. That was not a good first few turns. Vettel's going to get a pretty big run on us because I think he has DRS. I'm blocking on the left side. He's going on the right side. I'm going to beat him into the braking zone. No, oh, a little bit of a hit.
The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
Alright. Real slow right there. It's just hard to pass here, man. And I'm making it harder on Vettel. Oh no, we did hit it just a little bit.
It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
And because of that, we lost the position. And we're not going to have the downforce to get it back. But we're not pitting. Hey, I guess it wouldn't be a Blue Games race if I didn't get a little bit of damage. Oh, who is that? Are you serious right now? Oh no, wait, that's Raikkonen out of the race. So if I would have held that position, I would have been in 3rd. I'm even more upset that I lost that position. Gasly also out of the race. Kimi Raikkonen also out of the race. Hopefully we get a safety car. Give me a safety car. I don't think we're gonna get one. I don't think we're gonna get one.
Distance to the leader is 17.9 seconds.
That's upsetting, but it's okay. Who's that? Hartley up ahead of us.
The gap behind us is 13.3 seconds.
Like, what kind of pedals? What do you mean by pedals? As we have a 12-second gap behind us, 17 gap to the leader. So this strategy definitely did help cut the lead down between us and the leaders, but we just don't have the tire, the grip to really compete with them that well. We did really good at keeping Vettel behind us, but now that he's in front of us, it's going to be a lot harder to catch back up to him unless something were to happen to him. Yeah, I do have a paddle shifter. I'm just not using them. They're right here on the edges. So where I'm going to feel that slight bit of damage the most is right here in this tight section of the track. No, I don't have a clutch. That's what you mean. A clutch would be on my pedals. I only have 2 pedals. I have a gas and a brake. I don't have a third pedal for clutch. So when I do use clutch for like iRacing, I just use this paddle shifter on the left as the clutch. I kind of wish I had a third pedal for clutch. That'd be pretty cool and helpful for iRacing specifically. I can't believe it still. I'm tripping that we were in 4th, holding off Vettel for 4th, and then right when we lost 4th position,
Hamilton's in first place.
one of the top 3 cars was out of the race, and that would have put us in 3rd, and we got damaged. So just this turn is so difficult. It's so tight. If you don't hit it right.
We're in P4. Vettel ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 7.0 seconds. They're on old ultra softs. Alonso is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 10.9 seconds. They're on old ultra softs. The gap to the leader is 20.9 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. 8 laps to go.
Look at our tires. So Vettel's opened up a pretty big gap on us, like 7 to 8 seconds, something like that. And the gap behind us is still about 10 seconds, so we're good there. Race is winding down, almost over. And that little bit of damage that I got, I would blame that on a lack of focus going into this section of the track. That's really all it was. Fatigue. But it could have been a lot worse. So I'm thankful. Just gotta pick the pace back up though, because I mean that damage is really not hurting us that bad. It definitely has its effects, but it shouldn't slow us down as much as we're going right now. We're going way too slow. Like a lap car is catching us. Alright, now we're short on fuel. Yeah, the fuel mileage is really weird. Like sometimes I'm good and then other times I'm not. It could be the way I'm shifting too. Yep, almost done. I don't know why this race seems longer than any other race I've done. I think it's just more, I don't know. This track feels more tiring than a lot of the races I've done for F1. Like physically tiring. But the scary thing is that if I'm getting tired doing this race on a simulator, can you imagine how much better shape I'd need to be in to do this in real life?
Hamilton has the lead.
Which is not good. Alright, back up to the regulars mixture. Try to save some fuel to make it to the end. I don't want to run out. Alonso is catching us. I am not giving up any more positions.
Fourth position. You're in fourth position. Vettel is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 14.2 seconds. They're on old Ultra Softs. Alonso behind. Our gap behind is 5.4 seconds. They're on old Ultra Softs. Our gap to first place is 28.4 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 5 laps till the end.
You see how sloppy I'm driving right now? Alright, 5 laps to go, guys. Let's focus. Whew.
The gap to the car ahead is 15.2 seconds. Charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Alright, Perez is a lap below us, a lap down.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Thank you, Perez. man. The good thing is we definitely picked up the pace, but Alonso is still catching us, as he should be. Our tires are going on like 20 something, maybe 30 laps old.
Careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Gap to car in front is 15.7 seconds. Quick word on the tyres, they look okay for now, but we can see the wear. If you can't feel it already, then you'll certainly start too soon. Just be careful. Tyre deck is good. Tyre deck is good. Your tyres and brakes are getting too hot. Try and be less aggressive through the corners.
Less aggressive? Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Of fuel remaining. Okay, gap to leader, 32.0 seconds.
And we go through ERS so quickly at this track. Woo! I don't know why, but I couldn't make that turn. All right, 2 to go. 2 to go. The gap is now only 2 seconds between me and Alonso. Marcus Ericsson ahead of us. That is a lap car. Blue flag is out for him. 1 to go this time by. White flag.
Final lap of the race.
And thank you.
Is 2.4 seconds. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Gap ahead is 20.4 seconds.
Alonso is all on us right now. He's right behind me.
I can't say that I'm happy with how today went, but I'm sure you gave it your best.
Oh man.
Better luck next time.
I mean, 4th place is not bad.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic.
It's really
win
not
for
bad.
Mercedes. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
So, our teammate did get on the podium, so I do have to be happy for him, even though he's our rival. The team is going to be celebrating back at the paddock for him getting on the top 3.
So then, it's time to see
tired
how
hands.
this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel.
So Hamilton wins, Ricciardo second, Vettel third.
Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Lots of drivers impressed me today, Crofty, but I'd say the one who impressed me the most was Daniel Ricciardo.
We
And
definitely
now, let's take a
could
look at the
have.
constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose
We
ground at the
could
top of the
have
table.
gotten third
It was
if
great
we
having you
were
with us
able to
this
hold
weekend.
Vettel
I
off
hope
a
you
little bit
enjoyed it as
longer.
much as we
I
did.
think we could have
Until
held on
next
to
time,
third
though, goodbye.
and had 2 Red Bulls on the podium. That would have been amazing. But hey, this is how it ended up. Alonso still finished in 5th, Sainz in 6th, Magnussen 7th, Bottas in 8th, Ocon on 9th. Raikkonen did not finish the race today. He got D and F, which is crazy, right? But man, yes, I don't know. This was like this is the most tiredness I've been in a race in F1 since this season. We're 15 races in, and this is more tiring than Monaco. I don't know what it is about this track. I don't know, but this is definitely the most draining race I've done all season. We're not done yet, though. I definitely enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. As I always say, let's take a look at the standings. We didn't move. We're still in 6th. I've been just fighting to get above that, but I gotta beat those drivers. I gotta beat Ricciardo. I gotta beat Raikkonen, Hamilton, Bottas. Raikkonen did actually lose a position. He's now 4th. Hamilton moved up to 3rd in the championship. Vettel's in 1st by 21 points, and Bottas is in 2nd. But yeah, man, it was an interesting race. It was all, the field was all mixed up. Ricciardo started towards the back of the pack and somehow found his way to get on the podium. Like that's a good drive. That dude definitely deserves to celebrate, because he started, as you guys remember in the beginning of the race, he had a penalty that put him way in the back of the pack of the cars, as well as Vettel too. Both those guys had penalties, and they found their way back up into the top 3, which is crazy. We started in 1st and finished in 4th. But hey, it is what it is. It was a good race. I'm happy that we survived it, that we finished the race. We did have a hiccup there. We had some issues where we had a little bit of damage, a little bit too much tire wear. Just a lot of weird things happened with the rain and the safety car. It was definitely an eventful race and a challenging one for sure, but a lot of fun. Man, well, I'm gonna get back to work, and you guys have an amazing day. I wish I could sit here and watch the replay with you guys, but it's just not gonna be possible this week. Let's take a look at our start though. We had a good start. The problem was I just spun the tires too much. That's all it was. I spun the tires too much, dropped back to 4th in the turn 1. And then I think on turn 2 or 3, we were able to fight Raikkonen back to get that lead again. And eventually we got ourselves back in 1st place. So it was a good race. We had a really freaking fast car. If we could have just stayed up there. A lot of things is, you know, it happens. It's racing. I'm really not super upset or disappointed in our race, because we did end up finishing in 4th. Just outside of a podium finish, so I'm not too upset with our performance today. I really would like to have gotten a win over a podium. I'm kind of wondering what would have happened if we had decided to take tires. One note though, I would say, and something to think about in the future, because there's been multiple times in this season where we've like, you know what, we're gonna stretch it, we're not gonna take any more tires. Well, I'm probably gonna stop doing that unless it's really gonna help us, because the races that we've done that, we've either wrecked or we just weren't really able to compete towards the end of the race. So I'm thinking that just getting those new tires about, you know, towards the end of the race is just, it's gonna be better in the long haul, because we would have been right back there with Vettel. We probably still could have gotten the podium. Honestly, if we would have pitted, we would have gotten the podium finish. The way things panned out, because Vettel had pitted just right when we pitted. We were only like a couple seconds behind him, and yeah. So, anyways, another thing I do want to look at. I don't know if it's gonna show it. I think it's in the race director. Yeah, Hamilton did 5 stops because he had plenty of time to do so. Ricciardo with 4 stops. We did 3, as well as Van Dorn did 3 stops. Yeah, so only a few of us did 3 stops, but it didn't go well for any of us, really. 4 stops was definitely the way to go. Bottas took 5 stops, but he was too far back. Alonso took 4 stops, so 4 stops was definitely the money strategy today. But alright, well guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be racing NASCAR tomorrow in the NASCAR iRacing series. So come back for that tomorrow. That will not be same time as today. That'll be, I can't remember what time that is, Zulu. It's 2 o'clock CST, so 3 o'clock Eastern time is the time that I'll be doing that race. It's gonna be a long one too, 500 miles around a tiny little Bristol Motor Speedway, short track. Gonna be a lot of wrecking. Hopefully we won't be wrecking ourselves. We'll see how it goes. But guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for the support and all the things that you guys done for me. I never forget it, man. Never forget it. Well, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Remember, you got 3 choices. Give in and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. See you guys next time in the next video. Peace.